Hi, Susie. I'm 58, single, and my goal is to retire in 4 years. I've worked full-time since I was 23, which feels like forever. I want to get off the working treadmill, take time to enjoy my life with family and friends. I don't have extravagant spending habits. I've kept my expenses down. Susie, how am I doing?
Oh, Susan, I just have to tell you, as I'm watching that package on you, I'm thinking to myself, what do you mean you're not extravagant? There you are in front of a slot machine in Paris, on this vacation, on that vacation. Seems to me like you've been living my life, girlfriend. Welcome to the Suze Orman Show.
Hi, Susie. I'm so thrilled to be speaking with you, and being on this segment is the best.
Is the best. So we got you to go through all of your numbers, and I'm going to go through the numbers with everybody in a second, but if you were going to give yourself a grade, because the truth is you want to retire in just 4 years. So I have got to answer your question, how you're doing to be able to retire in 4 years. Girlfriend, what grade would you give yourself?
I think an A minus.
An A minus. Really? Really?
I think so.
A minus. All right. Let me show everybody your numbers. All right. So you have income of $4,083 a month. Your expenses are $3,400 a month. You have $433,000 in retirement, $26,000 in an emergency fund, $63,000 in investments, $462,000, almost $463,000 in equity in your home. You only have a mortgage of $37,000 left. You have total assets of about $985,000 and total debt of $37,000. So let me break this down for you, my dear Susan. As I look at everything in your situation, your FICO scores are really high, in the high 700s, so I give you an A on your FICO scores. In terms of your real estate, given that you only owe $37,000 left on this mortgage, I give you an A on real estate. However, here you are, a single woman, and all you have is a will. You do not have a living revocable trust. You know, Suze Orman says you need a living revocable trust. You need to listen to me. Yeah, I give you a C there. Also, in terms of your retirement plans and how you're doing there, you're doing pretty great because you're putting $1,834 a month away every month in your 401k plan, $500 a month in your Roth IRA. So I'm giving you a B plus there. So I got to tell you, you and I are in agreement. I'm giving you an A minus B plus right in there for how you are doing. How does that make you feel?
Pretty good.
Now, here is your action plan, because for you to really be able to retire at 62, you have got to listen to exactly what I am telling you to do right now. Currently, you have your home mortgage of $37,000. Your number one goal is that by the time you retire at 62, you have got to have that mortgage paid off. When you do that, your expenses every month will drop to about $2,700 or $2,800 a month. Got that?
Yep.
All right, now with $2,800 a month expenses, here's how it's going to break down. Currently, you have $52,000 in your Roth IRA. If you continue to put $500 a month in that and just make 4% a year on it, not a big deal, you will have $87,000 in your Roth IRA at the time of retirement. If you continue to put your money, your $1,834 a month in your 401k plan that you have, you are going to have close to $542,000 in there at the age of 62. You have now retired. At 62, you will then take the money in your 401k plan, and what will you do? You will do an IRA rollover with it, and you will invest it within the IRA rollover and not touch it until you are 70 years of age, at which time that means you should have approximately $810,000 in your IRA rollover. You are going to take Social Security at the age of 62, which will be $1,757 a month. Your other $1,000 a month that you need to live on, in fact, I'm going to give you $1,250 a month for you to live on, is going to come from your Roth IRA. You will pay no income taxes on that money because it's a Roth. Therefore, your Social Security, you're not going to pay any income taxes on that either. So you are going to be living without paying one penny of income tax, so to speak, for the next 8 years, because that is how long your Roth IRA will last you, withdrawing about $1,250 a month. At the age of 70, you'll have $810,000 in your IRA rollover. You will then, at the age of 70, be able to withdraw, about $40,000 a year. You still have your Social Security. You own your house outright. You have about $500,000 of equity in there. So therefore, if you have to do a reverse mortgage for more money, you can. But at that point in time, you're going to be worth about $1.4, $1.5 million. So you'll be able to make decisions based on whatever it is that you want to do. Girlfriend, how are you doing? Susan, you are doing just fine.